and welcome to the Astro Vegan Cafe. Today I'm making some fabulous pesto hemp seed hummus. It's absolutely delicious. I made it last week and I'm making it again this week because it's so wonderful. And so basically what I'm starting out with is 2 pounds of chickpeas. That they were 2 pounds dry, and then I cooked them, so they're however many they are now. And the way I do my chickpeas is I put 2 pounds of dried chickpeas in the pan, and I use 5 cups of water. And it's going to seem like no water, and they're going to seem like they've absorbed all the water really quickly, and there's none in there. I don't worry about it because they got enough water. And if I want to give them a stir so some on the top can get on the bottom. But I soak them in 5 cups, and then when I go to cook them, I add 3 cups of vegetable broth, and I just make that from my scrappy ends of veggies and things. So I use as little water as possible to soak them so that I can use as much vegetable broth as possible to cook them. I do not get rid of my soaking water because it's got so much flavor, but you can cook your beans however you want. But that's how I cook mine. Okay, so then what I'm doing, there's something sticking to my foot. There we go. So then what I will do, the other ingredients I have here are 7 ounces of hemp seeds. And my guess is you can leave the hemp seeds out, and this is pretty much almost the end of my hemp seeds. And so I will be making this hummus without hemp seeds next time. So hummus, optional, turmeric and pepper, a lemon, and 3 heads of garlic. And I'll talk to you about the garlic in just a minute. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about half of the chickpeas in my food processor. Oh, I'm sorry. And I also have, stay right there, I'll be right back. I was keeping this in my refrigerator to keep it fresh. A bunch of fresh basil. So, that is where we're getting the pesto from, right? Fresh basil. I just happen to have access to fresh basil right now. If I didn't, I would not hesitate to use dry. I would imagine if that were dry, it would probably be about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Okay. So anyway, about half the chickpeas into the food processor. And all of the hemp seeds. And all of the herbs. I'll just go right in there. And I wanted to show you my garlic pouch. Well, what I have in here is this is roasted garlic. And so first I peeled 3 heads of garlic. And the really fast way to peel garlic is to take your whole head of garlic and put it in the microwave for about, if it's a little head like this, about 15 seconds. If it's a big head, it'll take about 19 seconds. But if you microwave it, then what happens is they just come right out of their little skins as if they were roasted. No problem. So you see they're not sticking to the paper and all that stuff. They're just coming right out. Of course, they're not coming out as nicely on camera as they did for me earlier because, you know how that goes. But anyway, you can see they're popping right out. And then what I do is I roast them. And I want to give a shout out to Jensen Bruce, who showed me her method of roasting garlic. And what basically you do is you make a little pouch out of parchment paper. So this would be twice as big, right? And you put your garlic on half of it, and then you close it up like this. And staple it if you need to keep it closed. And then you just bake it for about 40 minutes. And you get beautiful caramelized roasted garlic. And so super easy. Don't need to use any oil, don't need to use any seasonings, nothing at all. This is actually about 5 heads because I roasted a bunch of it because I'm making something else later. So I'm going to use about half of this. So I'm putting the garlic in there. Including some of those caramelized bits on the bottom. There we go. And I'll save the rest of this for my other recipe. And I'm using a little bit of the unroasted as well. So about 2.5 heads roasted, and the other half not roasted. And that will give us all the garlic we want. And like I said, this works like a charm, except for when I'm trying to show it to you on video. But anyway, you can even see now how like nicely it comes out. My hands are now sticky from handling the roasted garlic. Okay, phooey, that's life. All right. And then the other thing is the lemon. And the way I'm doing the lemon is I'm just putting the whole lemon in there. So I've got an organic lemon. Don't know if you want to do this if your lemon's not organic, because you know you don't want to eat the peel. But what I do is I just take the whole lemon, cut it into about 8 pieces, and take out any obvious seeds. This one doesn't have many seeds, luckily. It's working with me today. Put it in my Ninja. Put the top on and just blend the whole lemon. You'd think it tastes really bitter because of all the pith and the peel, but it doesn't. It tastes bright and delicious. And you get, you know, a whole lot more lemon for your lemon and all the healthy lemony stuff. So I'm just putting all that lemon in. I'm using my hands because this is my food for me that I'm going to eat. They are clean, I promise. Okay. Alright, so we got chickpeas, hemp seeds, basil, roasted garlic, not roasted garlic, and lemon. I'm using turmeric. You don't have to. I just always like try to get a good amount of turmeric in a week.
Is there any parsley?
Oh yeah, there's some parsley in that basil as well, but it's kind of optional. There's just a little in there, whatever I can get my hands on. I'm just putting some pepper in because pepper's supposed to make turmeric work better. Not majorly important. And then I'm just throwing another spoonful of beans on there to kind of hold everything down. And now we're going to blend it until it's smooth. Well, let's do it. I'm just going to peel these other garlics. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, and you can see how beautiful it is. And now I'm going to, you don't have to get it all out, I'm going to put the rest of my chickpeas in. And I'm going to kind of pulse those, because I like some chunky chickpeas in with my smooth ones. So it'll be like, you know, smooth with some chunky. But you can do it however you like. You gotta move down in the stuff a little bit. Let me poke some of these top ones down there. I don't know. I think that's going to be good. I don't mind having a few whole ones in. Most of them are going to be down there. Got some chunky, some smooth. I think it'll be good. And it tastes great the first day, but like all types of, well, I think so anyway, like most types of things, it tastes even better in subsequent days as the flavors blend. Okay, so basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to dish all this up in here. Just take this a second here if you got to get it all out. And then once you get it all in there, just mix the, you know, the stuff with all the basil with your, you know, others, with your second batch, so it's all smooth and delicious and blended. And then your hummus is ready. And this makes, as you see, makes a whole lot. You can obviously scale the recipe any way you care to. And I'm not going to taste it for you. I've eaten it all week. I can tell you it is out of this world. It can be any texture you want, any flavor you want. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.